And we're back. This is 4-Time with Myriad. You've got Coach Jared here.
And Coach Anna.
Awesome. Today we are talking about the month of May.
May.
And what typically happens in the month of May? Well, we're in Indianapolis,
I was gonna say,
a lot.
The month of May is huge in Indianapolis with the Indy 500, all the race festivities, but in the world of CrossFit, May, Memorial Day, is known for the workout Murph.
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 So tell me more about the Murph workout.
Yeah. I believe that it was like the first hero workout. So CrossFit has girl workouts that are benchmark workouts, and then hero workouts that are benchmark workouts that mean people will test and retest them. They have names, and the hero workouts tend to be named after people who have lost their lives serving our country in some way, shape, or form. And Murph is known for Lieutenant Michael Murphy, who apparently did this workout pretty consistently. It was like something that he did a lot in his own training, and then this workout became named after him. It is a 1 mile run, followed by 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 air squats, and another 1 mile run. All for time, and all while wearing a 20-pound vest. So that is like the fullest version of that workout is wearing a weight vest.
Correct.
Hero workouts are known for being pretty grueling and long. So this workout is definitely one that people, we're not doing it really consistently, and we're typically going to give that workout a longer time frame than the normal class hour, just because it is so much work to get through.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people actually have training programs for Murph because it's that big of a workout, and it's kind of like it's like it's exceeded CrossFit, I would say. Like there are people, like famous people who do this workout, and Mark Zuckerberg did it last year.
Chris Pratt was the one I was thinking of.
Oh,
I know
really?
He's done it. Yeah.
Well, it's funny because Mark Zuckerberg posted his time last year, and he got blown up about it because with a 20-pound vest, he was like 39 minutes. Supposedly.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch that video.
Then somebody,
show me the receipts.
Hiller, who goes on and gives feedback to everybody, I forget his first name, but he went on and then was like, oh, well then you actually finished 5th at the CrossFit Games with your time, and so there's a big thing about it. But yes, this does go outside of the CrossFit world, CrossFit community, the workout Murph itself. Talk a little bit about what people can do to be successful. Well, first of all, when are we doing Murph? What does that schedule look like here at Myriad? And then we'll jump into the next piece of like getting prepared for it.
So we will be doing it on Memorial Day. That's our typical schedule, doing it on actual Monday of Memorial Day. We will have 2 classes, an 8 a.m. and a 10 a.m. So having a little bit of space between the two. Those classes will be planned for 90 minutes rather than that hour. So again, there's plenty of time to get warmed up. Jared mentioned 39 minutes being a very fast time for Murph. There will definitely be folks who are finishing 40, 45, 50, 55, 60 plus minutes on this workout. So we want to give time for people to get through that if they are wanting to do all of the reps, and have plenty of time for warming up as well.
Can you talk about the different variations? So we have boot camp, a boot camp variation. We have, a CrossFit variation, and then kind of like even in betweens of that.
I mean, I would say from like a boot camp to CrossFit, I don't even know that I would necessarily even like divide them that way, just because most of all of the movements in
like I'm gonna do a half Murph. Sorry, kick the table. I'm gonna do a half Murph this year.
So I would say that's typically what we've done in the past. With the 2 different programs, was doing a half variation for the boot camp class, so an 800 run, 50 pull-ups or ring rows, 100 push-ups, 150 air squats, and then another 800-meter run. That would be like typically what we used to do for the boot camp version, but with our new space, being able to have classes all running at the same time, we're very used to now running hybrid classes. And we have some boot campers who are super fit, super prepared for the level of volume of actual Murph, the full repetitions. So want them to be able to do that. And then we also have plenty of CrossFitters who are not prepared for the volume. Myself as well. I can't single you out there.
But you're absolutely right. I'm not prepared for that volume.
Yeah, who aren't prepared for that volume. So a half version is perfectly acceptable for those folks as well.
And what also is kind of cool about this is people can then, just like we've done with the CrossFit Open, they can then like combine it all, right?
Yeah.
Like if someone wants to do the mile run on the front or the back end, but then do half the movements, they can do half the movements, and vice versa, anything else from that perspective. Can you talk about partition versus unpartitioned?
So I think this is controversial, personally, in the world of CrossFit, because I don't know that
I have a strong opinion.
Okay, I don't have a strong opinion. So there are some people who will say that the like true RX version of this workout is those repetitions, the mile run, 100 pull-ups. You have to do all of them before you move on to the push-ups. Then you have to do all 200 push-ups before moving on to the air squats. And then once you finish your air squats, you're back on the run. There are some people who say that that is the true RX version. And then there are other people who say the true RX version is getting that done as fast as you can. So like I know people who will say, come in, do a max set of pull-ups, and then start partitioning everything else out. And that is probably for most people, one, a safer way to do it, breaking 100%. The reps up. And two, you're probably going to finish faster, being able to cycle through the movements rather than trying to do them all in a row. You'll just have to take way more rest if you're just waiting to do another pull-up set than if you're like, okay, I've done some pull-ups, now I'm going to do some push-ups. You can just cycle through a lot faster.
Totally agree. One thing I forgot to mention is another option could be a partner Murph as well. So if you want to find a partner and work back and forth between the partner, like you go, I go, however you want to set up, you can do that variation as well.
Totally. That makes it a little bit more fun and festive with a buddy.
Can I share a personal anecdote?
You sure can.
So I think 3 years ago,
I almost shared this anecdote.
Yeah, of yourself or me?
No, of you. I was coaching.
I still hadn't had the ability to check my ego as an athlete, and was still living in the world of being an elite level CrossFitter, and wasn't actually that, and hadn't really done a whole lot of CrossFitting, or at least like high level CrossFitting at that point, and just jumped right into it, put on a 20-pound vest, warmed up the class, and did a Memorial Day Murph with 30, 40 people, and would not stop, and to the point of I got to a point of fail, and it's on the push-ups, and then but still pushed through it, and I did actually stop, I think, a little bit short of 200 push-ups because I just couldn't do anymore.
Yeah.
And finished the workout, did the air squats, finished the run and everything, and then I was sore for no less than three weeks, like 3 or 4 weeks. I'm not joking.
Sorry,
and in all seriousness, like rhabdomyolysis is a real thing. In the high intensity interval training world, and I didn't go to hospital for rhabdo, but I'm pretty sure I probably had a mild case of some sort.
You could have gotten
with
a little
that.
saline
So that's
drip.
yeah, for sure. I mean, I stayed hydrated the next 2 or 3 weeks, but that was like my breaking point of like learning my lesson of checking my ego if my volume hasn't been where it needs to be, and this is a very, very high level volume workout.
Yeah.
So just want to share that story for everybody, so you're aware of like. It is still just a workout, and we still want you to work out, that following week as well.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes people get carried away with hero workouts or benchmark workouts where they have to like give it all no matter what, and then they get sidelined for days, weeks, maybe months. I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely a humbling workout, and
Totally.
one where I think you have to recognize what your current fitness level, your capacity is. We've been doing a lot of running and push-ups and pulling in class in preparation. It's definitely something that we tried to be really cognizant of, and April and May is starting to build up people's volume, so they're more prepared for that. But I would say for those folks who are on the higher level, like you may even need to be doing more than what we're doing in class. We don't often program weighted pull-ups,
pull-ups.
Especially weighted kipping pull-ups.
Or weighted push-ups necessarily.
If you're someone who's looking to do this workout with a weight vest, you might start adding some of that in before and after class. Maybe you adjust your workout slightly. I'm never going to be mad if someone's taking my class and they throw a weight vest on. It's a great way to start prepping yourself for that. And as Jared mentioned, like, end of the day, check your ego. It's one day of the year. I think you can still very well, like, honor the workout, honor the person without hurting yourself.
Love it. Perfect.
Time.
If you have questions, let us know.
Boop.